Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my weekly reading, my weekly angel reading, which is really going to be a fairy reading. I'm being guided to use the Fairy Forest deck, which I love this deck, and I'm going to be using in combination Doreen Virtue's fairy deck, and we're going to see. So this is going to be a lot of fairy energy instead of angel energy, so I may actually call it weekly fairy this week. So we're going to see what comes. It's for July 10th through the 16th. I'm focusing on everyone in the law of attraction, what the fairies want us to know. I've posted my love reading this week, and I use my new soul trees, so maybe that's why we've got the same earth energy going, and the fairies want to come out now and connect. So focusing on everyone in the law of attraction, what the fairies have for us in this upcoming week, messages that are most important. And I never put an energy on this, so we're never sure where it's going or what they have to say. So I'm focusing on everyone. Oh dear. There's a couple here, and I felt this one was talking to me, so I'm taking it. The Green Man. Initiative, fertilization, and action. So it's sort of like the Ace of Wands energy. And I believe the Ace of Wands energy came up in my love reading with one of the trees. This is interesting. Okay, 34, which is 7 vibrations. So love the Green Man energy. I'm going to read from the book this week for this. Excuse the noise break. And it says, not so long ago all was quiet, dark and cold, but something has changed, and it will manifest into your world in significant ways through you and all around you. This is a time of renewal, a time of new beginnings and connections for you. Your energy will be extending itself easily, and you will fall in love with the new world you are creating. This is a time for you to actively pursue what it is you wish to create in your life and to acknowledge the presence of the powerful new energies all about you. Each day will bring these changes, and it is as if life force itself is surging through you, and every cell radiates its bright, strong, fierce new energy. To be effective, this energy must be directed, not tamed, but given places to flow into, and thus you must choose and shape the energies you are experiencing. Nature and its energies shall pour through you when this card comes forth, and it is necessary for you to quickly begin to shape those forces in meaningful ways. This is also a time when you no longer see sharp distinctions between what is outside of yourself and what is within. You feel linked, connected, a part of the great natural magical whole, and this empowers you into brave, open-hearted action. Go forward and thrive, dear one. And so definitely very beautiful energies of manifestation, and something has changed. This is something that was quiet, dark, and cold. That is something that has been occurring. It has been quiet, dark, and cold, and something has changed and will manifest into your world in significant ways through you and all around you. So there's something coming energetically to you. There's like a new energy being born into you and through you, and it's about shaping it into something new altogether. So there's new life coming for sure when the Green Man is here. So we're going to see what else has the fairies, and I said angels. So we're really connecting to the fairy this week in regards to our weekly message. So I'm focusing on everyone in the law of attraction. Again, I will be using my Angel 5 card placement. If you want your own specific message, or if you have your own personal questions, you can write them down. Pause the video, write them down, and see how these answer. Maybe just the color, or the suit, or the number, or a word, or maybe something that just kind of answers or clicks within you that answers your question. Because like I said, Spirit has no bounds. It's pretty amazing. Focusing on everyone in the law of attraction. And for that to work, you have to believe it can work. So, I mean, yeah, you have to have the strong belief. They're saying believe and allow is coming up as important for you. Okay, they're saying no, so let's see what comes. Oops, it really went, wow. Okay, so the first one is what the fairies. We're going to see what the fairies want us to know this week for the July 10th through the 16th. And it is release. So it is saying there was a big change coming. There's new life coming. So it says let go of the past. So it's going to be important to help this new energy come in, to help things come alive again. You need to release the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. It's time to move on. So really needing to look at letting go of the past here is important. We see a very beautiful fairy sitting here in the garden and really just radiating. Of course, she's like beaming that life force energy here in this visual on this card as well. But there's a need to kind of, to help that energy come along and through you and to you, is to release things from the past that are keeping you stuck. It could be thought patterns, it could be something you just keep playing over in your head, or it could be an actual person, a situation, maybe a job. But you need to kind of let go of something, because you're holding on, you have your hands closed and you're holding on to it, you can't grasp anything. So it's kind of need to let go of something in order to obtain something and to really connect to that life force that's trying to come in and bring you something new. So you're in the midst of that, but a real need here to give it an extra push by letting something go and move forward. The next one is something that you can see high above or below around you that you're not noticing, is the 5 of summer. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So the 5 of summer, this is something that they're noticing around you that you're not noticing, as fairies. They're not necessarily up above you, but they're all around us. Is that they're saying that you're not noticing there's a reason that everything happens. When there's disappointments, we hear that a lot, that when we're in the midst of a disappointment, it's hard to really grasp why it's happening. There's a real reason why it's happening. It's going to ultimately be for your benefit. Things that haven't worked out in the past that you need to let go of. You can see she's facing back that way to the release card. And just let it go. The more you hang on to it, okay, it didn't work out. You're hanging on to it, you're hanging on to it. You're hanging on to what doesn't work out, and you're not allowing new energy to come in that's going to work out, is what I'm getting from this. 5s are all about changes, and so we're seeing summertime. There's a change coming within the summer time frame for some that is going to be beneficial. It's going to allow you to move forward away from those things that you're kind of ruminating about or going over with emotional disappointment. And again, this can be anything. It doesn't have to be romance. It can be jobs, friendships, family situations. It could be relationships. It could just be things that you promised yourself that you were going to do and you didn't do, and you kind of holding on to the concept that you're going to do that, even though you know deep inside it's not really going to serve you. It's not going to benefit you in any way. There's better things that you want to do. This can come in many ways, but I'm feeling that in summertime frame, before the turn of the wheel in September, you're going to see that change. You're going to see that 5 come in regards to a disappointment that you've been holding on to, and there's going to be new energy come in. And they want you to know that they're noticing that there's been a reason for it, and you're not seeing it yet. So let those negative emotions go because of it, because you're going to find something much better coming to you in the future. Something to do for yourself, the fairies, this time right now, is the 8 of autumn. Do more research. So it's pretty simplistic message here. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Try to get my thumb out of the way. So something to do for yourself this week is do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. So really applying yourself, really giving something the energy, the longevity is the word I'm hearing, giving something the longevity that's necessary, like committing to something, it almost feels like. But of course, doing more research before proceeding, educating yourself on a situation. So again, whatever this was about, I feel it could be more of that. So if you like for instance, if you've been wanting to move and it hasn't been happening and you're disappointed about it and it's not happening and you're still disappointed and you're holding on to that. So they say refocus. It's like a refocus. Dive into researching where you want to move. Research the community. Research the culture, the heritage. Do something that you're going to reshift your focus, because it almost feels like, and I know it's not, but from a distance in my eyesight, that kind of felt like a map to me, the background here. So it's like kind of refocusing by putting your attention on something proactive and committing to something in a different direction. It's going to help you shift that energy away from whatever's been keeping hold. So that's what they want you to do. And I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, that's it. And for some, this can even be, researching schools, researching something that you want to learn, finding out, something completely different in a whole different subject. It is sort of like meant to be a reshift, a refocus away from what this was going on here. The next one is something that is a secret, the fairy's secret that you do not know. It is 9 of winter. unfounded fears, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. So secret you do not know. And this is the nighttime, 9 of Winter. So I feel more of a time frame here. Honestly, I feel she's really looking at the moon, and I feel the moon time frame between September and winter time. Now, I know that's a long way out for some, but there's going to be something come to you that you've been seeking an answer for, or you've been trying to, or it could be involving this worry or whatever this was, because this is about worries and anxieties and problems that maybe been keeping you up, and it's in regards to this. But as you refocus and you start to apply the energy in a different manner, September to winter time frame, and I know I said I felt a different time frame. So I felt there was a change coming in the summertime before the turn of the wheel. But for some, I feel this is going to occur for you between the 9, which is September, and I think I saw 9 in the love reading. So this could for some pertain to love as well, and it's saying winter, so 9 September to winter. So it's that season of September to winter. You're going to see something in regards to this problem. You're going to have an answer to it. And the last one is something coming soon, and it is the Star. So a very beautiful card of healing. And it says, look into the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So after all these things that we had seen, there is that new life coming, and like the Green Man had said, there's a need though to release the past, let go of disappointments, see the reason why they're happening, refocus your attention, put your attention on something proactive, even if it's learning about something, like for instance, if you want to move, learn about where you're going, if you want to take a class or a course, and something in the past with, learning didn't work out for you, change directions with your studies, or change, what you want to do as a career. Put your focus on something different in regards to it. Put your energy into a new area, just to refocus and get your mind off of this. And for some, like I said, I definitely see a change coming in summer, and I also feel, I actually feel 3 different time frames here. I feel some are going to see something right in summer. Some are going to see something right in August, because we're seeing the 8th. And for some, it's going to linger between September to, which would be December 20, like I think it's the turn of wheels, like September 21st to December. So there's going to be a longer out. So the worries may linger a little bit longer for that. So I feel kind of stages of progression for some in regards to this. But ultimately, everyone that is tuned in, and this time frame, now between now and then, you're going to see, so maybe some are going to come along on this video in August, and this is already going to pass, and then of course their change is going to come then, and then some are going to come along later and watch it now, and then it's going to happen then. So you'll know when you're looking at this, you can look at the date stamp below. I feel that has something to do with it. I feel like phases, or even if you are watching it now, if it doesn't happen for you in the summer, and if it doesn't happen in August, just know it's going to linger on for whatever the reason. And just know that this is ultimately what's coming, and there is a relief from challenging times. And this kind of looks wintry too. It looks very snowy, but it's just very sparkly because it's the Star card. So I hope everyone has enjoyed that. I hope it has made sense. I think these have been a little bit longer than my other ones, but if you have any questions or comments, you can put them below. If you want to send me an email, and I thank everyone that has written to me. I've enjoyed conversing and your emails and your comments, and I wanted to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Sending angel blessings and oceans of love.